Hello and welcome. It's round 4 analysis. This is GP Dambulla. Unlike last time,
Uh,
I'm joined by Ricky.
that was right after my game.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Ricky pinged me
Oh,
before his game and I didn't notice. I was busy. I was I was watching Germa dying compilations on YouTube. But Ricky was matched up against Bogles, which I said in round 2. I think
why, why,
I said in the lead
why
up
did
to
I get the pair down?
Oh,
They're 3-0. I'm 2-1. I was like, I wasn't expecting to have to face Bogos
yeah.
because I was already down a game.
I said like round 3, it was Zangy versus Darabino, and I said if Burn can't beat Bogles, no other deck is going to beat Bogles, and I still think that holds true. Burn was able to take a game, so it might not be over. It's possible if they match up again, Burn can get 2 wins, but it looks like it's Burn or Bogles right now. Um,
Yeah.
but that doesn't
Well,
mean there's not some great matchups to talk about. So Crush got the
and
bye.
on the bright side, it means that I'll have more time to commentate with you, right?
That is true. That is true. You won't have any more games. This is the last round, right? With the amount of people we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll run through the matchups. So you already mentioned Ricky, who was on Gerald Jund face up against Bogles. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have bet
Yeah.
on Bogles winning this.
Yep. Well, actually, it was closer than expected because the
That's
post-sideboard games, I just brought in all my enchantment removal, and
that is
that
true.
actually sort of worked.
Your enchantment removal is, yeah, I mean, Stand is one, and Hellion Devastator, and Pithwell.
And Pithweld,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you have enough. Yeah, I know you did take a game. So Bogles has dropped games, but hasn't lost the set yet. And if you want to watch that game, it's probably getting uploaded to Ricky's channel. So
Yeah,
check it out.
I'm running auto editor on it right now.
Check it out. So we'll go through the other matchups. So to kick it off, a little blank facing up against Band Crabs. So Band Crabs
How
got
come they
paired
got
down
the
here.
freeze? How come they got the other pair down?
It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how this pairs people. So
Yeah, well,
I think so. Well, the answer is Toasty is the worst 2-1, but they played a little blank in round 3, so it goes to the second worst 2-1, which is Band Crabs. So
maybe one Gerald Jund deck makes it to the top cut at
yeah,
least.
Band Crabs also on Gerald Jund, a slightly different version, but same fundamental idea. You're putting down these like 2 and 3 mana elves and your Elvish Wayfindering to get stuff. And that's up against a little blank. A little blank's on Legends, which I'm surprised to see at 1 and 2, to be honest. I thought it would be pretty well matched in this tournament, all things considered. There's a lot of like
Wait, they're 1
slower
and 2.
there's a lot of
Wait,
slower
they're not
combo-y
in,
decks that would have slid under.
they're not even in top cut contention now.
Not even top good contention, no. So yeah, lost to Eureka in round 3, which dropped them out. And then round 1 they lost to Eureka. So Eureka beat Hertzy, who's on Inquisition, got matched up with Eureka again and lost again. So either this version of Legends is, I thought it was gonna beat Eureka the second time. I didn't remember that it lost to Eureka the first time, but I don't know.
I mean, I guess it does die to a deck that has million removal spells.
That is true, yeah. That deck is very efficient and also has like Dawnwist Fence, stuff like that. So
Boundless Fence, yeah, that card is almost unfair
yeah.
if you're an aggro deck.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take Band Crabs here. I think, I think mid range this version's pretty well matched up against Legends. You have Wild Court Seeker and Horizon Wayfarer should both just block incredibly profitably. Pretty much everything in your deck does. So
Well, so the way that you lose this as Zero Jund is that you lose too much life to your land, and then you get clunky draws that don't have enough removal.
that's true. If you just have an opening hand with all of your damaging lands and you don't draw, but you can just draw your creatures.
Uh, don't they have a good way of getting past creatures?
I mean,
Like a Seagull Horizon Wayfarer on 3 land isn't going to help against the Jack board, right? Or if they have like 3 legend plus a Lord, then that's also not going to be very
but
helpful.
that's, well, if you just have, if you just have Wayfinder on the board and that's your one creature on like turn 4 or turn 3, I mean then yeah, it is a clunky draw. But they're also main decking Stand Unassailable, which I don't know how
Stand
much that
it's
helps. But
Stand's only there to help you like not die in super late game. It doesn't actually help against early aggro.
so I do take Gerald Jund here. I think that's
Yeah,
advantaged.
I mean, it's probably favored, but it's not as favored as it should be for
Yeah.
this matchup. And there's definitely ways that you could lose as zero, like lose horrendously as zero gems.
Yeah. So next matchup we got Zangy versus Splash Cat. This is a 2-in-1 matchup. So winner moves on, loser doesn't. Zangy's on Burn. Splash is on Eureka. I mean, this seems like a close one. Eureka's done pretty good against, I mean, these faster decks, but Burn is even a step above that. So
Yeah, just don't depend on how fast Zane can
let's say this.
kill Splash Cat.
There's a lot of draw things. Because Splash is on. I think this bill. I mean, again, Dawnless Fence, so good. And you still have the other one in the sideboard.
Is Donald Spence even fast enough?
3 enchantments. I mean, your enchantments are pretty cheap. It depends on what you draw.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you
at the
have
same
time. Like you have your Event Horizon's always gonna hit. Your Bottled Lightning's always gonna hit. So they're not gonna stick like that many creatures. You're on 7 of 2 mana removal. They'll blow everything up.
Mm.
And then if you get, I mean, Waltz on Nimbus, that token is going to be pretty hard to deal with. So it's going to depend.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of draw variants where there's some hands where Burn can just kind of slip under even if Splash gets a great opener. But I favor Eureka there. Personally.
Next up.
Yeah, well, we're not done with the Eureka. We got Toasty, who's also on Eureka versus Skagger's on Moonlit Hunter combo. Interesting matchup.
I mean, like, Skygar can play around everything that Toasty does, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, like, you have a lot of cards that are just not at all useful here. Because, yeah, like, I mean, the most impactful kind of removal you have is Event Horizoning a Chehasen. I think that's about it. And you have Waltz. But it's going to be about finding the moments. I think I favor... Who do I favor here? This is pretty close. But I think Skagra.
I probably favor Skagra. Like,
yeah.
Skagra just has to Tranquil Moment and combo off. And Toasty doesn't win that fast, right? So
yeah, Eureka it does kind of rely on controlling the board, and Skagra doesn't give you a board to control. It's very easy for that deck to go from nothing on board or a Chehasen on board to I'm winning this turn. So Skagra should be up here. And then we already talked about your matchup. So for the 4-0, so this is determined. So both Epid and Cyber are guaranteed to move on, but this is for seeding. So Epid's got red-green Stompy, and Cyber's on the Posh Juyu Jeskai deck, which I'm surprised to see Stompy here. I know it was like a topic of conversation, but I did not expect it to 3-0, honestly.
Yeah.
Which no shade on the deck, it's a good deck, but there's so many other decks where I was like, this is gonna be the deck to beat, which Cyber's was one of them. So
I mean, like 3 games has a lot of variance.
3 match.
We're trying to draw conclusions from 3 games. Like we're trying to draw conclusions from basically no data.
I mean, that's the data we have. Right, like,
yeah, like Magic is the art of
league
drawing
matches are not
conclusions.
archived well enough for us to do anything but draw conclusions from GPs.
Drawing conclusions from incomplete data. Yeah.
This is true. That's MSEM. That's kind of it.
I mean, that's Magic in general.
That's all you. Yeah. I mean, Magic. You at least like. There might be cabals of people just playtesting each other over and over again. Because in my mind, it's like you can get hundreds of games in like a hotel room before a GP. But talk about the decks. Posh. I mean, we talked about Sora a lot. So maybe this card is the house we thought it was. Still haven't been able to catch a game with it getting played. They haven't been able to catch a game that Cyber's played in yet, unfortunately. But yeah, Hemley's just such a answer all, such a good card, and you get to use it a bunch because of Posh. You have a really good removal suite, so you have plenty of time to control the board, and then you stick your Planeswalkers, and you only really need 1 or 2 to kind of lock your opponent out of the game. So I don't know if there's. I mean, Epid can just put creatures on the board. You just put so much power on the board. But
It's
I
going to
don't
depend a
think it's
lot on draws.
so I don't think it's
It's
enough most of the time. Because I mean, Posh is like a 4/4, which just that trades or kills everything but Earthbreaker Behemoth. So
yeah, like this matchup's entirely dependent on how the draws line up. I feel like
yeah,
the red green stoppy deck can have some really awkward draws where it just doesn't like because the thing with red the stoppy deck is that it can either get draws where it has balls to the walls aggro or it gets draws where it has like mono removal or whatever. So
mm-hmm,
if this gets the slow draw against the opponent, then it probably loses. If it gets
yeah,
balls to the walls aggro draw, then it's favored. I feel like.
yeah. You want like Ragavan, Asalia, Strider, like just straight creatures, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. It's just gonna be creature density because like your solar flares and your flames approach are pretty bad. Like Furious Flame does kill a lot of cyber stuff, but like if Fulman comes down in +1s, it's past 3. Amaret +1 gets past everything. Sora gets 5 loyalty, so it gets past everything. Mara gets past everything. So most of the planeswalkers should do well, and then you're pretty. I mean, yeah, Pact of the Moon out the sideboard should do a lot for you. So definitely Cyber. I know this is the deck that I know we talked about a lot of being like, especially Sora, we focused on, but I'm not surprised to see it. I'm not surprised to see it in 3-0.
Yeah.
So because so right now, what does it add up to? So we should have. We're either gonna have a 6 or 7 person top cut, right? With how it lines up, because either Cyber, so Darabino, Cyber, and Epid tickets are punch, and then one of each of the 2 and so 5 or 6, so 5 or 6 person top cut. So if Cyber wins, I think if Cyber wins this 2-0, they will definitely take top seed. So top seed is the goal. Top seed gets the bye. I don't know if the math works out where if Epid wins, they get it. Because, I mean, the tiebreaker numbers are, like, they're basically impossible to calculate. So, I'm not 100% sure. But I say probably, I'm going to go based on, because opponent match percentage for Darabino is under 50%, which it wouldn't be for Cyber Epid. So, presumably the winner of this game is top seed, and that person will get the bye. So, they are your game to watch, I guess. If you got one game to keep your eyes on, Epid Cyber will determine who gets the bye. Or no, it would be the top 3 get the bye, because it depends. Either top 3 or top 2 get a bye, depending on if it's 5 or 6 people get in. But so maybe if I think if it's a 5 person, it won't matter at all. But if it's a 6 person, it will matter, because then winner will get bye. All this tournament math is so hard, man. It's like we have like there's like 11 people still in the tournament, but all the odd numbers make it so hard. But
yeah, that's what happens when we don't have that many people in the first place.
yeah, was it like
the Swiss numbers go all off.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this was what 17 person GP.
Yeah,
so, a little bit on the small. I mean, that's about where we've been. I think for most of the GPs recently.
Yeah, I know. We used to have we used to have more people, but then stuff happened, I guess.
Yeah. So that'll wrap it up. So again, stay tuned. Me and Ricky, we trying to commentate those games. All these games are important. Every one of these games is determining people's fates. So keep up, stay tuned, and make sure to tune in for MSEM commentary. So thank you again, Ricky, for joining me. I've been Asti. We'll see you. Well, the next time we do this video will be Top Cut, but we'll probably see you before then.